CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. We are learning more about the deadly shooting at an Aventura salon. Police say they were forced to shoot a man who later died. We first broke this story as breaking news yesterday right here on your Quickcast. Officials say the female officer who shot the suspect felt threatened. The salon is back open for business today. CBS News Miami's Steve Majiri talked to one of the owners.
The RH Beauty and Salon is open again, a day after a man was shot and killed by police there. We spoke to one of the owners of the salon off camera yesterday, who told us it was the husband of a fired former employee who came in and started a disturbance at the salon. Management released a statement saying, in part, "We are relieved to report that all of our team members and clients are safe and their well-being remains our top priority. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement as they investigate the matter." Witnesses say it started when a man walked into the RH salon and started arguing with the staff. One of the salon owners told us off camera that it was the husband of a fired employee. The man was escorted away, but witnesses say he came back. Witnesses also say the man was saying hateful things before police got involved and eventually shot the man, who later died. It's not clear what prompted them to shoot him. Witnesses describe what happened.
He showed up, said some anti-Semitic remarks. I believe that's when the police were called initially.
And during that disturbance, the shots were fired and the officers involved are okay.
And the FDLE, again, is the lead investigative agency in this case. That's their protocol whenever there is an officer involved shooting here. As of now, neither the PBA or police have released the name of the man that was shot or the officer involved in the shooting. In Aventura, Steve Majiri, CBS News, Miami.
Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, you want to keep those umbrellas handy. Not going to be a washout,
No,
though.
not at all. I think this weekend, but Sunday, I think we're going to have to watch for earlier storm development. So you'll have to keep those umbrellas a little bit handier as we check in on conditions right now. Radar and clouds, boy, the storms continue to fire. It's like we have an invisible force field across southeast Florida. Everything else has been popping. Now, West Palm Beach always gets an assist from the lake, right? So you have another boundary there that sets up, and so they're always storming. And then when the flow turns, southeasterly, has been, the Gulf gets it, but we should fire some storms here. Haven't been able to do that so far today, so I think we're going to be left with scraps. And what I mean by that is the storms that are already involved in the Everglades could backtrack a little bit. You can see that on our Next Weather rain tracker here, slowly edging towards the east, but that process tends to have the storms kind of weakening and the rainfall not be as intense. So we'll watch for that, but I would not, rule out certainly any showers and even a couple of isolated lightning strikes, particularly our western neighborhood. So we'll keep that lower rain chance, and then I think after 7, we will quiet down as we head into the evening hours with temperatures continuing rather toasty into the 80s. Kind of an overlook for your weekend here. I think tomorrow we'll have morning showers, and then we'll have a big separation in the afternoon. It's going to be more inland storms, so I think the coast is looking actually, pretty dry as we head through the afternoon. Sunday will be different. I think Sunday we firestorms early. We get rid of the morning showers, maybe a couple of isolated sprinkles, but then everything steadily marches slower east to west. So we'll show you that on the tracker coming up here. You see the overall pattern, too, is going to start changing a little bit. I've increased rain chances for early next week, and not that you care about that yet because the weekend's coming up, but we are going to have a disturbance that could provide us with stronger storms and even some heavier rainfall, which we desperately need here across South Florida. We are one of the driest, if not the driest, across the eastern seaboard right now. So here is rain track. We'll put it into motion through the day on a Saturday. You'll wake up, and again, some showers right along the coast, so plan for that. But then in the afternoon, everything kind of shifts back to the west. Now, what you're seeing here is, again, those storms trying to drift back a little bit, but I'm not expecting any heavy rain with that for tomorrow afternoon. Sunday's a bit different. Watch the storms as they slow down. Not much going on through the morning hours as we take a look at around 6, 8 o'clock. You see that difference there, but then boom, we pop storms at around 12, 1 o'clock, and that is when we get the best rainfall here, when the storms really fire on top of us. They will eventually push towards the west and then kind of drift back towards the east. So the way I would describe it again for this weekend, just keep on tap with the afternoon storms. Those are the ones that could interrupt your plans. The tropics quiet for the next 7 days. Nothing doing out there. Rain chances are going to go from 40 tomorrow, 50 on Sunday. And then because of that disturbance and the heavy rain potential with it, lowering temperatures and upping the rain chances for both Monday and Tuesday.
Ivan, thank you. We are in hurricane season, and the Next With Our team is making sure you are prepared. Scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It has important information for you and your family this hurricane season. Just go to cbsmiami.com. Now to the flooding tragedy in Central Texas. President Donald Trump arrived in Kerrville for a roundtable with first responders and local officials. He made an off-the-record stop along the way to meet with first responders. At least 121 people have been confirmed dead from the raging floodwaters that swept through just a week ago. There are more than 170 people still missing. The governor of Texas says they will not stop searching until everyone has been accounted for. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue's Urban Search and Rescue Florida Task Force 1 has been working around the clock. They are helping those impacted in the aftermath of the devastating floods. The team includes 2 canines and 5 crew members. They've been combing through downed trees and debris. They are looking for those who are still missing. And if you would like to help, we have compiled a list of resources on our website, cbsmiami.com. Just scan that QR code on your screen for more information on how you can help. President Trump's trade war heating up again. He has given dozens of countries until the end of the month to strike a new trade deal, including one of America's largest trading partners and allies. CBS News Miami's Erica Brown reports from Washington, D.C.
As President Trump escalates his trade war, threatening higher tariffs for multiple countries, he says Canada has already responded to his letter warning of 35% taxes on Canadian imports unless they strike a deal by August 1st.
It was sent yesterday. They called. I think it was fairly well received, but it's what we need. So we'll see what happens.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney responded to the threat on social media, saying the Canadian government has steadfastly defended our workers and businesses. We will continue to do so as we work towards the revised deadline of August 1st.
We've been taken advantage of for many, many years by countries, both friend and foe. And frankly, the friends have been worse than the foes in many cases.
President Trump has sent letters to more than 20 trade partners, all delivering the same message. Negotiate a new trade deal by August 1st, or your goods will be hit with higher tariffs. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says trade was discussed during a meeting with Asian partners in Malaysia.
There's no country in the world that I can meet with right now where the issue of trade and tariffs wouldn't come up, because this is a global action.
That includes China, as Rubio met with the foreign minister Friday.
We acknowledged, there are some issues that are going to be, we have to work through, not just beyond trade, but others. But I thought it was a very constructive and positive meeting and gave us a lot to work on.
Secretary Rubio said the odds are high that President Trump will meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping this year. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
The State Department announced the firing of 1,300 workers today. That is about 15% of the department's staff. Impacted employees are receiving news via email. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is leading the overhaul. It is being called the largest in decades. The cuts include voluntary exits by workers who took part in the Trump administration's buyout programs. Critics fear these firings could undermine the State Department's work. When we come back, why some South Florida residents can now add renew car registration to their grocery list. We'll explain coming up. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. If you're making plans to visit Zoo Miami soon, there is now an app for that. The Zoo Miami app offers several features, including a GPS map to help around the park, plus a guide to animal habitats, exhibits, amenities, and different areas of the park as well. It also offers mobile food orders so you don't have to wait in line, and a personalized day planner so you can schedule your visit around animal feedings, presentations, and must-see exhibits. You can find the free app on Apple and Google devices under the name Zoo Miami Official. If you live in Miami-Dade, you can now renew your car registration while you shop for groceries. The Miami-Dade Tax Collector unveiled self-service kiosks today. They're at select Publix markets. He says the new service is aimed to save drivers time and effort.
For the first time ever here in Miami-Dade County, the people going to have the opportunity to renew the car registration here in this kiosk, here in public.
The kiosk will also let drivers print decals and tags. For now, you can find the kiosks at 2 Publix locations in Miami, at Publix in Doral, Miami Beach, and Homestead. Okay, so it is finally Friday, our favorite day of the week. Here is CBS News Miami's Lisa Petrillo with something to whet your appetite for tonight's Taste of the Town.
Well, we are here at a very special place. Iconic Pier 66 Rooftop Lounge reopened when?
Pier 66 has been open since January, and Pier Top really is the icing on the cake.
It's from the 1950s it all began.
Well, originally it started, here's the 1950s. The story started, and it's evolved to what we have now.
Well, the first thing I'm going to show you is the ground, because if you know Pier 66 Rooftop, that baby's moving, which we are right now. So we're going to walk through column and show these people how beautiful this complete remodel is all about. Beautiful bar, seated area.
The first thing you noticed was the rotating rooftop. It's
yes.
the only one in Fort Lauderdale, so we are moving. So it's a bit like being on a spaceship, because we're up so high, we got these fabulous views, and Pier Top has been brought back as it was originally conceived back in the day.
So right here at night, the vibe gets going when we get off of this rotating carpet with a DJ booth.
on any night of the week, there could be a DJ here, there could be live performance.
We're going to leave it there, because Taste of the Town's coming back on CBS News Miami at 5:30. You and I are going to have some fun tonight, right?
I look forward to it, Lisa.
I'm Lisa Petrillo. We'll see you soon.
Looks like fun. That does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a wonderful day.